said 2020, but I don't like 2020.
2021.
Welcome to
The talk show.
the talk
With
show
Elma.
with Elma
Yes.
and AARP. We are the new AARP group, y'all. I tell you, she the only young one up here, so we exclude her out. So now we'll do it again. Welcome to the talk show with Elma AARP. But we love having fun on the Talk of Life talk show with Elma. But before we get started, Philippians 1:6 says, whatever you start, you need to finish. So since I'm AARP, I had to get my son to make me a sign. Because sometimes I forget. That's what AARP will do for you. So as long as I see it in writing, I can finish what I start.
Yes.
All right. So we're blessed tonight to have my goddaughter. Lord have mercy. Jesus.
Yes.
Woo, honey, we done been through some trials and tribulations. But anyway, I've been trying to get her on the show since she has been so blessed with her new school. And you know, when God gives you a vision, you have to carry out that vision. That's what I like about Philippians 1:6. Whatever God gives to you, you have to finish it until he calls you home.
Right.
And she has been blessed with this school that she's been talking about it. And finally, she put it into manifestation. And now we have my goddaughter, Lord, started wearing wigs because of her. Hair started falling out and everything. Now, did anybody tell you to tell that? Now, you weren't supposed to share that part.
I know.
You both say blonde, not gray. Blondes have more fun, you know.
No, they don't.
But oh, they don't. Oh, Linda said she know because she blonde. Well, I ain't gonna say that. I'm just gonna say wigs have more fun, baby.
Yes.
I see. She said, yeah, I tell you, wigs have more fun because we can switch them out,
Give it
and the
back
man
to
don't
one.
know who they got.
Yeah.
They just started with this one woman, end up with another one.
I'm everyone.
That's right,
Sing,
baby.
sing,
In 5
sing,
seconds,
sing.
I could be another one. What a wig and one. But anyway, we're going to have fun tonight because we have A+ School of...
Phlebotomy.
There you go.
Yes.
Phlebotomy on the show tonight.
Yes.
And she is a young black woman
Yes.
that has her
Beautiful
own
woman.
career school that is so educational
Yes.
that I'm scared to go over there because she might stick me and I'm scared.
Right.
Because she loved talking about sticking folks. And then she'll say, I know how to stick you. So I'm really nice around Alicia.
Absolutely.
Because she might stick me because I be, shoot, honey, Then they be saying,
Listen.
oh, you got good veins. You got
Yeah.
good veins.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'll get back. No. They be trying to stick you over there. But she
Yes.
teaches these young ladies
And
and young men.
Yeah.
Because see, she doesn't discriminate. Because she have men in her class.
Mhm.
Are they fine girls?
Yes, Lord.
Ooh, we better go check them out. Oh, but I'm married. Girl, we gonna have to go check these young men. Linda ain't married, but I don't think she want them young men. They be done
Yeah,
really
they
gave
too
her
young for
AARP.
Heart attack, hell.
They be done giving her a heart attack. They both be. Linda. But she done got it to the gutter. Okay, y'all, but we gonna have fun.
That's my
Because
girl.
Alicia been on the show several times with her little
Yes.
bad womanish self.
Yes.
But anyway,
Yeah.
tonight we are here to learn about the A+.
Yes.
How did you come up with the name A+ School of Phlebotomy?
So funny. Somebody asked me that the other day, and it was nothing but God, because I was looking for a name. I knew I was gonna do it, but I was looking for a name. I'm like, what should I do? And this is what God told me. He said, A. He kept showing me an A. I'm like, okay, well, that's corny because that's my name starts with an A, but you
I
know,
hadn't thought of that.
right.
Yes.
And then he showed me, he said A+, and I'm like, okay, like you get A+ on a test, and he's like, no, the blood,
Oh, I
Oh,
like
it
that.
is
A
positive.
positive.
Yes.
And he said, when they go looking for your school,
Uh-huh.
A is gonna pop up first.
Yes.
So you're gonna be the first school on the list.
I like
Right.
that.
See, my hard-headed self, I was like, we're gonna call it the boom boom room for phlebotomy, or something real crazy. And he's like,
Always hard.
no, always hard.
Always. I told you that's the reason why I got this not gray hair. No hair. Okay, go ahead.
But that's what it was. And he showed me, look, when they
awesome.
go in the directory and they're looking
Yes.
for
Mhm.
a school, yours is gonna pop up first,
I
and
like
it does.
Yes.
And so I was like, okay, God, you're genius. Like, I'm stupid, you're genius.
Yeah.
And so that's how I came up with the name for the
That's
school.
cool.
Is
A
he showed me A plus, the blood, A
Uh-huh.
positive.
Uh-huh.
You know, your name starts with the name,
Hey.
and then you're gonna be the first school on the list.
Yeah.
Right.
Alpha, honey.
Yeah, I like that.
The beginning. You know what I mean?
Beginning.
So
I like
Yeah.
that. And
That's
she
like
probably
a-
didn't make too many A pluses in school, so now
I
she
was
get
a
all the A
genius in school.
pluses.
listen, I swear I made straight A's until I got to high school, but my citizenship was always horrible.
But she's always hard headed.
They used to
But
say
she's
you
getting
smart,
better
but you a
on
clown. So,
But that's neat. I never
Yeah.
thought about that. The
Mhm.
A,
Mhm.
A, all I get AARP.
That's it. 2 more years. I'm so excited.
She excited to be turning 50 to get AARP.
I'm-
Boy, I ain't never heard that
discounts,
one
baby.
before.
Discounts. I'm excited.
So
Yes.
how long has your school been into existence?
So here's the cool thing. You know, when you're obedient and you listen to God, like things just fall into place.
Wish she seldom do. Oh.
Listen,
I
y'all.
had to throw that one in.
Listen, I said in the morning when God breathes that air into my body, he's probably like, "Oh, I gotta wake her
Another
up
day
again."
with
Well,
Yeah,
listen, he probably said, "Well, let her stay there, niggas. I don't want up here getting on my nerves."
Yes, same here. Yes.
She'll put the fire in hell. The devil say, y'all come and get her, please.
Yes, she getting on my nerves. But
Uh-huh.
but no, it's cool the way God worked things out. So my birthday is December 4th, right?
Yes.
And so I opened the school. The first day of class was December 3rd,
Uh-huh.
the day before
You're
my
right.
birthday. And I celebrated my 2-year anniversary last year, December 3rd.
Yes.
Right.
2
Yeah.
years.
2
Going
years.
on 3 now.
And the really cool thing is that I got ordained December 6th last year.
Right.
So
That means she accepted her calling to preach, y'all. Oh, just in case y'all didn't
Yeah.
know that.
but she told me I couldn't bling out my collar. So
No, she wanted to. Can you imagine that? We get her ordained. And I said, y'all wear your collar
Oh.
next week. She said, can I bling it out? First, I was trying to figure out what would bling bling. You know, I'm an
I
ARP.
wanted to
She wanted to put all this stuff. I said, no, you cannot do that. I tell you, I'm still working on that.
She said it nice. That is not what she said. She said, no, we gonna do it decent and in order.
I want to say hell no, but since she had got ordained, I was trying to be respectful.
But so everything just is. December is just a great month
For her.
for me, you know.
Yeah.
But it's been 2 years since I first opened my doors, and again, God told me years ago, that you're going to teach.
Mhm.
And see, again, I'm hard-headed, very hard-headed and disobedient. I know she's over here making a face like in agreement, but I was like, okay, but I don't want to teach at a college. I don't want to do that. This is me talking to God, like I run something.
Thank you.
And I had no idea what he meant by that. He
Yes.
didn't only mean you're gonna teach, class.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna teach in church. You that
Teach.
mouth of yours, that big mouth of yours, we about to use it for the good. And so I thought again he meant work for someone else,
Mhm.
but I didn't know that he meant I'm about to give you something, and he had to
Yes.
remind me
Yes.
that you don't run nothing here. So always remember that.
Right.
I'm in charge.
That's
This school is about the blood,
Yes.
but I'm in charge. You have to
Yes.
acknowledge me first. My God, I got you. You have to acknowledge me first
baby.
in order for this school to be successful.
Yes.
That's good.
I'm in charge.
Yes.
Right.
I just
Yes.
left you down here to run it for the moment, but I'm in charge.
Charge of it.
And
Yeah.
guess what? When people come to the school, not only are you going to teach them about the blood, but you're going to also teach them about the blood of
Huh.
Jesus. And so I tell people when they come to the school, listen, if you're not a follower of the King, if you don't love God, if you're not saved, you're going to be very uncomfortable here. Very uncomfortable, because I have to be obedient to him in order for this to work. This is the stipulations. He said, you're going to have to be obedient to me. You're going to have to put me first in order for the school to work out. Now, I don't push religion
Right. That's
Right.
Yeah, you don't.
on them. I don't. But again, when you come in here, you're going to know And if you can't deal with that, there's the door. That money doesn't mean anything to me. Because if it was about the money, I would accept from different companies and they would send me tons and tons of students. But it's not about the money. God said, you're going to do this decent and in order. You're going to follow me. And until I say move, you're going to keep doing what you're doing. And there's been times, and you said it earlier, that I wanted to give up.
Yes, yes.
Because I'm like, Lord, I only have 2 students. I'm like, this is not a business. And I'm going back and forth with God. I see other people, and he said, you worried about the wrong thing. That's not what I asked you to do. That's not what I told you to do. If you just trust me, listen to what I'm telling you to do, stop being disobedient, shut up, I got you. And when I tell you from the time I've opened my doors, he has had me.
Wow. That's a blessing. That's a blessing.
And I'm so grateful, and I have to give it all to him. Because as soon as you take, when you don't humble yourself, when God blesses you with something, just like he gave it,
take it away.
And it quicker.
Yes.
Now, I was just explaining to this young lady tonight, I said, this is my passion.
And this is our passion.
I've done this for 25 years.
Right.
And I don't, pat myself on the back or like I'm the best at this, but I will say this. When it comes to this blood thing, there ain't too many that can come for me. And I'm not saying it to brag, but I'm saying when something is your passion, that means you're going to put your everything, your all into it.
That's right.
And so my students will tell you, it's not just a school, we become family. Most of them I cannot get rid of. They get on my nerves. They call me, they step from 2 years ago.
Yes. Almost 20 years she get on my nerves.
Yes. Now I know how you feel. They get on my nerves.
I told her that. Can't get rid of them, but you love them.
But they don't cuss like I did. But anyway.
We both used to cuss.
Yes. Used to. Yeah. But, I love and I call them my babies. I love them. And, I build relationships with them.
That's good.
I don't just take their money or, it's really not about that. And so to me, that's what's important. The school is in the community. I don't say the hood. I say the community. And it's in the community because I want to help us to be great.
Right.
At the school, I don't just teach you how to draw blood. I teach life skills. I teach you how to interview for a medical job. Right. I teach you how to write your resume for a medical job. I teach you how to behave on a job. The most misbehaved person. But how to behave when you go to work.
Right. You have to.
How to dress and speak and carry yourself, because too many times in our community, we're not taught that.
That's right.
There's no one to teach us that. We're okay with being mediocre. I don't do mediocre.
Right.
I don't do that. And we shouldn't accept mediocrity. No, you're great.
Thank you.
Get up every morning and feel like you're great. And you can do above and more than you think you can do.
Yes.
But if you don't have anybody encouraging you and pushing you, and that's what it's about.
That's right.
Listen, I can teach a monkey how to draw blood. But it's some stuff that these younger people, because most of my students are younger, they just haven't had the proper guidance.
There you go.
They just haven't had somebody to say, I love you, I care about you, and mean it.
Right.
It's a lot of schools out here, and we're going to get into that here in just a little bit. And they're just taking their money.
That's true. That's true.
They're just taking their money. They're not teaching them anything. They don't care about them. It's just about the money. So when you come to A+, you get mother, sister, friend, and put out if you don't act right.
He had to laugh on that one.
Trust me, it's some folks that know. Out of 2 years, there's 3 of them that I almost went to jail behind. But thank God for deliverance, and he shut that mouth. Lord have mercy.
I'm on fixed income.
Baby, listen, she can't wear stilettos in jail, so I can't do it.
It's okay, she can't do that.
But I brought a few people here today that I wanted them to talk about their experience, because I can get on here and say, oh, I'm great, school is great, everything is wonderful.
We're going to hear this from the students tonight.
But I want you guys to hear actually from students that I have dealt with. So,
so who do we have with us tonight? This
my
pretty,
first
beautiful
baby.
Look at her. She is so pretty.
Yes, she is.
That's my baby. And Lord have mercy, I stay on her. But she's sweet baby and she's very, very smart. She is one of my students that will be taking her certification on Thursday.
All right.
Yes.
Good.
And so this is a thing about my school that's different from many of the others. When you take your certification at my school, well, I'm one of the only schools that you get a certification, national. But when you take your certification and we graduate, you get your certification then. Not 30, 90 days in the mail, and it's real. It's not fake. So she will be taking her test on Thursday. I'm very, very confident that she'll do fine. But I wanted her, she's a little shy sometimes. Except when she's with me. She talks to me to death. But
In front of people, she's shy.
but I wanted her to talk just a little bit about your experience at the school, because you're getting ready to finish. And how you feel about all that good stuff. So just tell us a little bit about it.
So when the class first started,
Speak up.
What's the
You don't have
name?
to take it out. There you go.
when the class first started, I was kind of nervous and everything to start. But as the days went by, Miss Alicia made me feel more comfortable being there.
She did.
Yes. She made me feel more comfortable being there.
Okay, let me ask you this. How did she make you feel comfortable?
Tell her what happened the first day.
And what is your
Oh.
name? Tell us your
Yeah,
name,
your
baby.
name.
My name is Nashia,
Okay.
and you said tell me
What happened on the first
On the
day?
first day.
Did she jack you up?
No.
She said,
Just because
come on, tell the truth, because I know my baby.
Okay.
Okay, what did she do on the first day?
So the first day, it's me and another student.
Okay.
We had an emotional first day.
Oh, okay.
So just then and there, it kind of showed me that I was gonna like her school and that everything was gonna be.
You mean
okay.
she didn't walk in and say, hey, I need y'all to get this book out and do that, do that. So she actually took time to get to know you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's good. That a lot of teachers don't do that.
Right.
Okay,
Yes,
so
she took time with us. I can honestly say she loves us.
Yeah, my baby.
and we were just talking about love.
Yes, we were.
That's what we're talking about. So you feel like she really loves you now.
Yes, I feel like she really cares about us
Okay.
and wants us to succeed and go far with this career.
Okay.
And
So how long have you been in the class?
now it'll be 2 months. 2
Oh,
months.
good. And you still say you love her?
Girl,
Girl, I'm about to give you a hug.
yes, honey.
Yes.
So, did she ever get real, hard on you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good because love can get hard sometimes.
Mhm.
But she planted it so even if she did get hard, you knew she cared.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yes. And you can tell that she wanted us to do our best that we could do.
Mhm.
And she kind of pushed us to do it.
You have fun in class?
Yes, we have a lot of fun in class.
Oh, y'all do. So the time go by.
But we know how to cut it on and cut it off.
Because she gonna make sure of that. Bring it back in. Bring
They
it back
think I'm
in.
mentally ill.
So what time do you go to class?
At 4. So class starts at 4. Originally it's supposed to end at 8, but we never really stay until 8.
Y'all stay longer? Oh,
No.
sorry. She get really
She's
y'all,
supposed to
huh?
tell that. But
Get
yeah.
out. But no, that's good though. Okay. What
Yeah.
else can you tell us about the class? What have you learned in the class?
A lot.
Do you
So I've
feel
learned-
like you're knowledgeable?
Yes.
Okay.
I feel
So
like
what is this right here? What is it?
those are SST tubes.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
So she know how to, fix the equipment where you can draw blood.
They actually had their first blood draw on Tuesday, and they were both successful. The
Was that
first
the one
time
on Facebook today? I
Yes.
saw on Facebook.
they stuck each
How y'all sticking people laughing?
But-
Y'all was such a, they on there
Listen.
laughing, y'all. Y'all check it out on Facebook.
Yeah, y'all have to look it on
It
Facebook.
was funny.
Because they are so silly, and I'm the silliest. So we have a blast. And we were laughing because we had been taking pictures. And I said, we're doing video. And she doesn't listen. And she's standing there posing with this tube. And I said, what are you doing? It's a video, not a picture.
I was cracking
And
up
we
laughing.
I was still posing.
Right.
Well, are you nervous when you get ready to
Draw.
draw the blood? Are you nervous? How do you comfort the patient?
I'm not really nervous.
You just
She
do
really
it.
wasn't, which was kind of scary. Like you enjoying this too much. But
I wasn't nervous though.
But I have to tell you, so and when they came, they stuck each other first. So in the class,
Ooh.
it used to be that I had this little dummy arm. But my thing is, you're not sticking a dummy. Well, maybe.
You
But
might be.
I digress.
She's so crazy.
Wait a minute. You know. But
She calling y'all dummies.
couple of them. But you're sticking real people,
That's
real
right.
skin. And so a lot of these schools have
No
them just stick the
difference.
dummy arm and then that's it. They send them out. No,
'Cause
we
the
gonna
dummy
stick
don't feel
people.
nothing.
Right. And so right now we can't go into the hospitals. We can't do an externship. So we have volunteers to come to the school.
Wait. You actually have people to come in there and let them stick them?
Yes, most of the time it's family and friends.
Oh, okay.
And
I'm
so
glad she didn't ask me.
I did. You told me no. I asked you 2 years
I
ago.
got ARP.
What? You asked me to. I asked you 2 years ago. You ain't sticking me.
That was she first started.
And I actually let my students stick me sometimes too. I will let them stick me.
She didn't let us stick her this time.
No, because they play too much. And so, but she had her fiance. So this is hilarious to me. I've been crying about it all weekend. So her fiance came. He's in the military, right?
Okay.
So he came in his little uniform and, you know, and so, you know, when they're in the military, they get stuck all the time.
Yeah.
So he's used to it. So not a
Uh-huh.
big deal for him, right? And so most of the time when volunteers come in, again, they're family and they're friends. The one question I ask them, I tell my students, don't you say nothing. I'll ask the questions.
Okay.
And the questions I ask the volunteers is, did it hurt going in? Did it hurt going out? Because what I teach is technique. I don't teach drawing blood.
Right.
I teach
Good.
technique and
Uh-huh.
for it to be painless, right?
Yes.
Right.
Because there is an art to it.
Right.
Art of the draw, honey. So she stuck her fiance. And so when it was over, I asked him, I said, so did it hurt going in? And this is a serious time. I don't play when we drawing blood because
right.
I don't want you to hurt someone.
Right.
And so I asked him, I said, did it hurt going in? He said, yes.
Was he talking about the needle or was he
Yes.
talking about something else?
No, he said it hurt going in
The
when she
needle.
stuck it. And so I was trying to keep it together, trying to keep a straight face because I'm not this, you know. And I said, well, did it hurt going out? He said, yes, it's the worst I've ever had.
Well, did you do it? Were you doing it on purpose or
No. She stuck him. He said it's the worst I've ever had.
She what?
She said it's the worst he ever
He
had.
said it's the worst I've ever had. And I'm in the military. I get stuck a lot, but that was bad. Oh my God. And I said, most family members, they lie and say, oh, it didn't hurt. I just felt a pinch. And I'm looking at it because I can tell by the angle whether or not it hurts. And they'll lie for their kids and their girlfriends.
So they could pass the class.
Baby, he told you, he said, yeah, it hurt. It was the worst I ever.
So are you gonna practice on him again?
Not at my school.
She probably did it deliberately.
No, but this is the thing. So there's two different students. There's ones that are like overly aggressive and overly excited about doing it. And they're not nervous, which is kind of scary. Because the first time you probably ought to be a little bit nervous, you know? And then there's the other side where I have to hold their hand because they shaking so fast.
I sure don't want to
Listen,
shake hands.
you are not about to stick a needle in this man's
Somebody
arm.
That's right.
Go calm down.
Yeah.
You know, before we're not doing that.
Right.
But I try to make them comfortable because when they're drawing blood, I'm right there,
Right.
almost in the way, right? I'm right there because number one, because I had to get on this one. Number one, I don't want you to hurt that person.
Right.
When you go out in the field, the
That's right.
goal is to get a successful stick, not to hurt someone.
Right. So they don't feel it.
And when you don't care, you hurt people. So that's not what I teach. You need to care each patient. You think of each patient like it's your mother, your father,
Or
your
even
child.
your own arm.
If you're now, make sure they don't dislike their mother.
Right, but you know what I'm saying? Right. Or your child.
That is a good point, though.
Yeah, because I probably stick my dad. But they really did they really, really did a good job. They're really, really smart. And so what I was trying to get her to say in the first day of class, I've been blessed with this gift of seeing and prophecy and all that. In her first day of class, they were looking at me like, who is this crazy lady that knows all my business before I
get started?
And like she said, it was pretty emotional, but most of the time, that's how class starts. But I thank God that I think that's a doorway for them to trust me and know that this is real. And like she said, I love my baby. Man, these are my babies. And so I think that's where the trust comes in, where they trust me and they know I got you. And I want you to be successful. I want you to, what I tell you, I want you to be what? I want you to be great. Not just good. I want you to be great. And so we're going to bring somebody else up here. Do you have anything else you want to say before you go? Do you recommend A+ school?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Because you won't find any better information at another school than you.
Well, all right now.
All right, so we recommend A+ School of Phlebotomy. Thank you so much. So we're going to bring up another guest that's a part of her school that's going to talk about who we're going to call up next.
We're going to call up. Come on, babe.
Oh, we got a man coming in the house.
I want to surprise y'all. We got a man coming in here. Come on, Mr. Joseph.
Yes. All right. What is your name, young man?
Joseph.
Hi, Joseph. How
Hello.
are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Okay, so how did you end up meeting Miss Alicia?
Well, I know somebody who knows her, and I'm the type of person who always likes to further my education. So while I'm doing what I'm doing with work, I decided, hey, why not do something else? So, and phlebotomy was the thing that I figured, I want to, I really want to do it.
Okay. Did you know anything about phlebotomy, or was just something that you said, oh, that sounds like a good name, I'm gonna go to that class?
Well, you know what? I'm in the healthcare field, and my main goal is to become an RN. So I figured, why not, get the phlebotomy skill as well.
Training, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am.
What make you want to be an RN?
Well, I just like, I like dealing with elderly people, and and I really just like helping people. It just comes so easy and so natural to me.
Because it takes a caring person to want
absolutely.
to go in any kind of medical field.
Absolutely. I tell them the work is not for everybody. The main thing, you have to go in with the right attitude, and companionship is one of the main things. You don't want to go in with a bad attitude. That's how you kind of set things off.
Oh, okay. Okay, so tell us a little bit about A+.
A+. Well, today was my first day, and
yes.
so
oh, get out of here! All right, you coming in here happy?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So far, everything was good. I mean, it's very educational. She definitely, Miss Alicia knows exactly what she's talking about, and I'm definitely can say that I will enjoy the 2 months that I will be there with her.
Wait a minute, just from your first day walking in with this beautiful woman.
Oh, absolutely.
Now, you're not there because she's pretty and fine now.
No, ma'am.
I will be up there. Okay? I'll be up there peeping in now. All right? I know she's fine and pretty now. You got to be thinking about sticking. Okay, let me say.
Wait.
Not sticking the arm. Not sticking her.
What kind of sticking we talking about?
We ain't going to be talking about sticking her now. Okay. All right. So you walked in your first day of school.
Yes, ma'am.
And what have you learned the first day? What did y'all talk about?
I've learned. Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
So I came in right when she was, just going over some of the things with one of her students already. So I kind of got to get a little insight on, before I even started the class. So I'm already, pretty. Oh, that part.
Listen, let me tell you, he knows it. This is what he's saying. He was over there, and I'm going over. We're studying for the test, and he over there answering. I'm looking at him. Don't you get put out. And he said, I said, where you get all that from? He's talking about, I was watching YouTube before I came to class.
He already checking it.
But I told you have to be careful. And I'm going to tell everybody this. You have to be careful about YouTube. Because any dummy can make a video on YouTube. But that doesn't mean that it's right. And so he got a lot of misinformation from watching those videos. You have to be careful. Because not everybody knows what they're doing.
Okay.
And there's a lot of mistakes. And what I do is I show you the videos in class. Then I show you some mistakes that people make in these videos. So you have to be careful about that. Not everybody knows what they're doing. But anybody can do a video.
He got some stuff off of YouTube.
Listen, he over there answering
no more YouTube videos.
So he told you he had been watching YouTube.
Yeah.
What did you say when you said that?
I look, because I'm asking the question. He over there. That means that the blood. No, it doesn't. And he like, about,
he already answered.
Yeah, he's talking about, wait, I saw that on YouTube. YouTube gonna make you fail this test.
Okay, I believe in at least coming a little bit prepared. Just a little bit. Exactly, just a little bit.
All wrong.
For the most part.
We're gonna see he was 60%.
Exactly. Okay, at least I get an A for effort, huh?
So what else did you do on your first day?
You learned the rules, didn't you?
We learned the rules, and then I learned a lot.
Give me one rule that she told you.
One rule. When it's crunch time, it's crunch time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a real goofy person, and I like to laugh. And just by looking at her, she'll make me laugh.
You try not to laugh. You look at
We've been clowning since he got there.
Oh my goodness!
Like seriously.
Yes.
But you learn at the same time to clown.
Oh, absolutely.
What time?
It just makes it fun.
What time does class start?
Class starts at 4.
What time do I open the door?
Oh, you don't open the door until 4.
Oh, you don't let them in early?
No, ma'am.
We don't get in early till 4.
So they're not out there banging on the door.
Listen, when they knock on the door like that, first of all, you're going to stay out there still until 4 o'clock. Because I told you, don't disturb me. Listen, that's my nap time during the day. I work at night. I set my alarm for 3:55 so I can get up and brush my teeth and get ready for class. Do not knock on my door. If you knock on my door, we're gonna have problems. I said 4. That's what I meant.
So nobody get in at 4. Look at they said no. So don't y'all rush up there.
We don't do. Listen, but I expect you to be on time. But I'm just saying, I'm telling you, don't. Because some people want to come up there at 3:30. I'm trying to rest.
Sleep,
you know what I mean? I work nights, all night, sometimes 12, 14 hours a night, and then try to do the school all day. So give me my time.
Okay.
And here's the thing. Phlebotomy is not an accredited course. So you don't need credits. You don't have to be there a certain amount of hours. Nothing transfers to college. It's a continuing education course. So if I say, listen, we're not coming in until 5 today and we leaving at 5:30, then that's what we're doing that day.
That's right.
And so, but I communicate with them and I let them know. But we don't have to be there a certain amount of hours. So right now, there may be another student coming tomorrow, I think. Maybe 2, I don't know. But if it's just him and I for this class, that's what it's gonna be.
Right.
And that means we can get out of here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Because you don't shortchange it no matter how many students.
Absolutely
they still
not.
Get the same amount of
You're gonna
time,
get the
same curriculum and everything.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And everybody we don't need to be there all night if it,
That's right.
But once we get to the point, God willing, that I have 30 students,
Right.
then we may have to, because there's more questions being asked.
Yes,
There's
and more time.
Right,
Yeah.
right. But I kind of love this
One-on-one.
this intimate, I really do.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty, I feel like everybody's
I think
getting
you would
everything
do that
they
even
need.
with 30.
Yeah,
I
probably.
think you would. 'Cause
Yeah.
You have a heart for
Yeah,
that
yeah.
and stuff. So I don't think you have a problem with 30.
No.
We want 30.
We won't, yes. We
So
want
y'all
30.
come on and please go and check her out. Where are you located right now?
I am located at 1306 South Riverside Drive. I'm on the corner of Riverside Drive and Irma in the Omega building. It says Friendship 20 Education Building. Okay, it's right on the corner.
And what
And
times
that's-
are you there?
I am there Monday, Tuesday, Thursday from 4 to possibly 8, 4 p.m. But I'm always there by 4 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and each class lasts for 2 months. I'm not doing the morning classes anymore. They just weren't real popular because people work.
Yeah.
But if I get enough, I can always go back to morning classes.
And what time would that be?
10 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Okay.
Yeah, because again, I work nights, so I have to try to get a couple hours of sleep a day. But he started today. I already love it. We just have a good time, and we met through a long time friend. Oh my God, I've been knowing Didi forever, and so I'm excited about him being in class. It's always great. I need more men. We
Right.
need more men in the
Right.
medical
In
field.
the medical field.
And here's the thing: men get hired quicker than women in the medical field.
Wow.
And you don't have
They
to
do.
just be a doctor. You can be an RN. You can be whatever you want to be.
Listen, a lot of phlebotomists, because some of us make more than these nurses in phlebotomy. I'm telling you, depending on where you work. And here's the other thing about phlebotomy. There's so many different areas in phlebotomy that you can work. You can work at the hospital. You can be a traveling phlebotomist.
That's good.
You can work at a clinic. Listen, I used to drive to Oklahoma every night. You remember when I used to drive to
you
Oklahoma?
Sure did.
Yeah.
Every night. I used to get up at midnight and drive all over the state of Oklahoma. I'd be on the road 12 to 16 hours.
That's why I got those gray hairs.
Listen, right?
Blonde, I
Yes, but blonde. We're gonna say blonde. White blonde. But it's money to be made in it. And guess what? During the pandemic, we never stopped working. We never stopped working.
People still need to be
Absolutely.
the blood.
They tried to get a machine to draw blood. It did not work. When that machine got stuck in somebody's
Oh
arm,
Lord.
Yeah.
it was a done
Ooh.
deal. And so I teach so that you have a long career. I teach so that you can get a job, not just sitting out here, because it's hard to get a job out. I don't lie to my students and tell them, oh, like some other schools, and tell them, oh yeah, we're gonna help you find a job. No, listen, I'm gonna prepare you. We're doing the mock interviews, the resumes, and giving you real world experiences. We're gonna do all that. So I'm gonna prepare you for the job. It's gonna be up to you to go out
That's
and get
right.
it.
Go out and get it.
Now, will I send you some jobs if I see them? Absolutely. But I've prepared you. You go get it.
That's right.
Go get your blessing.
Right.
I've given it to you.
Okay.
I have one more person. Thank you, honey bun. I
Thank you,
can't
honey.
wait.
Thank you
to-
so
Thank you.
much.
All right.
We know you're gonna enjoy that 2 months.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What was your name?
Yes.
Joseph. That's
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
All
and
right, thank
he's
you,
gonna come
Joseph.
visit me at church.
That's
There
right,
you
Joe.
go.
You come visit her. I'll make sure she preaching that Sunday.
Ooh wee.
All right. Come on, baby.
Come on, baby.
This is our last guest that's going to be on here. Alicia's going to share with us, and she's going to share with us. She's pretty. Look at her. She's running up here to get on here. Girl, what you doing? These students so excited about being in your class.
Spit that gun out.
Okay, what's your name?
Ray Crease.
What?
What?
What she say?
Ray Crease.
Ray
Did
Crease.
you just say what?
I did, because I thought she said West Creek. I'm trying to say what? She said it so fast. You know I'm AARP. Okay, now say it again real slow.
Ray Crease.
Okay, Ray Crease.
Ray.
Okay,
Yeah.
whatever. I got the
Ray
Ray point.
That's your last
I
name.
get
Ray.
called Patty.
No, that's her first name.
This is
Ray
her first
Keys.
name. I get called Ray for short.
Yeah, Ray.
Okay. And
So
you
we
said
gonna
she
call you
rap.
Ray. No, I said I call her Ray.
Oh, I thought you said she rap. I told AARP kicking in.
I call her Ray.
I'm hearing all this stuff.
I can't rap.
So-
I done made her a rapper tonight.
So this is awesome situation here.
Okay.
That's what we'll call it.
Okay.
So Ray contacted me. First of all, her silly cousin took my class. Year before, when I first opened up, her
Uh-huh.
cousin took my class.
Okay.
That's my baby. She gets on my nerves, and I put her out of class at least 10 times.
Because she graduated.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Okay,
she's
good. You done put
But,
her out 10
but
times.
you know, I put her out because she's goofy like me, and I would be in a serious moment, and I would hear her snicker, and I would lose it. And so I couldn't teach because we would be laughing, and I'm like, "Get out! It's serious time." And she would be she just goofy. But that's my baby. She actually just renewed her certification.
Okay.
So she's been doing it now 2 years. So she renewed her certification. Well, she sent her cousin to me.
Mhm.
She contacted me. I forgot how long ago, but it was sometime last year.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And she inboxed me, and I told her my price. Told her my price for the school, and we communicated a little. And then I didn't hear from her anymore.
Did the price scare away?
Like most people, it does. So here we are. Later on, a few months, and I posted on Facebook about redoing your certification. And she inboxed me.
Yes, you how much you did it cost?
No, she said, She said, I went to this other school.
I had to go and break it down to her.
She did. She's like me. She's very much like me. But she said, I went to this other school, but I didn't get a certification.
Huh?
How is that possible?
So
Did you not graduate?
I
No.
just got to complete a certificate of completion, basically.
She got what now?
she got a certificate
Certificate
of completion,
completion.
which means she
Oh.
completed the phlebotomy
Just the
class, right?
Right.
So it was a 4-week
4-week
week class, and they charged her
$1,100.
$1,100, right?
Okay.
Which mine is $1,000 a month. The class is $2,000, and she didn't get a certification. They gave her a completion. And so no, I didn't. I said we're not gonna say
We're
the
not
name
gonna
of the
call
school.
it like that.
Okay.
But so this is, I mean, just keeping it real. We laughed about it, but I said, "Oh, now you want to call me?"
Because she knew about you from the
She knew,
cousin.
but
I knew I did.
Yeah. And so you have to do the math. People don't. You have to do the math.
Yes.
There's a school that's 48 hours.
Mhm.
How can you learn to draw blood in 48 hours?
It's impossible.
And it's like $800 to $1,000. So you paying $800 for 48 hours. I'm telling
That's
you,
2
$2,000
days.
for 2 months. That's 2 days.
That's 2 days.
So you keep paying $800 for 2 days. Then what is they gonna add up to? We have to do the math.
That's right.
You
That's
paid
a lot.
$1,100 for a 1-month class.
Class.
If you had paid 2, that would have been $2,200. So
Right.
I am the cheaper school. But here's the difference. And this is what, and I love her because she inboxed me Saturday. She's so excited because I told her I'll help you. So she inboxed me Saturday, and she, thank you, Miss Alicia, for not being mad at me for asking all these questions. But such and such, and she kept going. And I said, look, leave me alone.
Oh, she wasn't in the class.
She did not go to my school. She went to another school, and I want her to explain her experience
Please.
and what we have gone through tonight. Because she's coming to me, I'm going to help her get her certification. But I want her to tell you about her experiences and the difference in my school. This is the
In
first
her
time we
school.
met. Tonight.
So okay, you just met her tonight.
In person.
In
This my
person.
first
But
time
we've
ever
been
meeting
talking
Talking
her.
over the
online.
phone
Yeah, we
online.
don't talk
about
online.
this
Facebook.
school. So
Yeah.
now you want to enter her school because you didn't learn nothing from the other school.
Basically.
So please tell us what happened in the other school.
The other school that I went to, they had like a 4-week to a 6-week program.
Okay.
So it was like, okay, I did the 6-week program thinking maybe I didn't want to cram it. So I'm thinking to do 6 weeks. So that's what I did. But I was also pregnant with my son. My mom was on getting in a better situation where I'm in a career
Right.
where I'm taking care of my kids. And when I'm dead and gone, I can leave something to my kids to leave.
Right.
That's where my mindset is at. And so when I went to this, I seen the school, it was another young lady that worked at JPS where I work at. She went to this school too. So I thought maybe she taught me about the school, so I enrolled in it.
Uh-huh.
But remind you, like she said, I knew she did this. It slipped my mind that she did it. So when I did it, I thinking once I got into the school, did the 6-week course, we was online. Then only time we ever met in school was when we gonna draw blood. So I learned.
Wait. Everything that you did was online.
Besides the drawing blood
How
part
is that possible? And you are teaching how to draw blood
For $1,100.
for $1,100.
So basically, you teaching yourself, or was it a tutor, or
We was online with the teacher.
Okay.
And then, like when we go to school, sometimes the teacher that was online with us supposed to be the one that teaching us to draw blood. That teacher wouldn't even be there. We had a whole nother teacher there to teach us how to draw blood.
So how many hours a day were you doing this?
2.
2 hours a day online. Okay.
Okay,
And
so
it was
how
only
many
on
hours?
Mondays.
Ooh, Lord.
It was only on Mondays and Wednesdays.
But okay, how many hours when you go inside the lab to draw the blood?
2.
Oh, okay. So you get 2 online and
and
2.
2. And this was the whole thing. It's a young lady that work at the hospital. She's a phlebotomist. I would have never learned how to, the way I feel, I would have never got my confidence in drawing the blood if I didn't go with her to see how she does it and see how to get the feel of how what's going on. So when I actually watched her do it, the teacher that was trying to teach us how to draw blood, she had us doing some little fake thing to try to teach us how to do
She's
it.
a little fake thing.
See, if she was in my class, I would have corrected her grammar.
No, I like the way she's expressing
I love her.
herself.
I just love her
Because
speaking.
you
She's
said
being
that,
real.
Yeah. So
Okay,
they
so
had you
yeah.
teach. Was it a doll or something, or just a
It was
little?
just like a little fake
Big
one.
dummy.
A big,
Yeah, and then it was like they tried to teach us how to, but I wasn't comfortable doing it. I would have
Okay.
rather show you. So the teacher wanted
Hold on. Hold
Wait,
on.
what?
She told them people, I ain't doing that.
I said, I'm not doing that.
You didn't
I
tell
don't
them
know.
what?
I looked at her, I said, I'm not doing it. And she said, what you mean? She said, what you mean you not doing? I said, I'm not doing it. I'm not comfortable doing it. And I
what
said,
did she say?
she said, well, this is how we show you. And then she said, but you will actually practice on somebody. So we was practicing on each other. But the thing of it was, I wasn't comfortable doing it. So I'm like, no, ma'am, like, I'd rather practice on somebody. So she was like, oh, so do you want to practice? I'm like, yes. So I actually practice on her, and she was like, oh, so you know what you're doing? A little bit, but I still got to go through with the course for me to feel comfortable doing what I'm doing.
And this is the part that irks me. And that's why I said it's not about the money. And this is why it's hard for phlebotomists to get jobs, because there's a lot of pop-up schools, and I don't care about competition, because what's for me is for me.
That's
Their
right.
classes are full. They
Right.
have the
Well, they
students
probably
that
have-
y'all
It was
have.
like, it was 8 of us in each class.
But they
So-
have a system with
yeah.
paying that
Right.
money. Yeah.
Which God hadn't told me yet
Mhm.
to go and I'm gonna tell you the call I got the other day.
Mhm.
But I was waiting on God to say, okay, go ahead and do this.
Yeah.
Because what he was showing me is if you go with these people, they're going to come in and try to shut down your business. They're going to come in and try to run stuff because they can't.
That's right. Because they.
You know what I mean?
I know what you're talking about.
I worked too hard to build this
Right.
business, for
So you
somebody
can
to
help.
come in and take over or
Right,
try to take
right.
over. We're not doing that.
Right.
And so it hurts me that there are schools taking advantage of people.
Yeah.
Some of these students are paying out of pocket. $1,100 is not easy to come
No,
by.
That's
it's
right.
not.
To get
It's
that.
not. And you did this thinking I'm going in here and I'm going to get an education, and you go in these schools. I asked her
Mhm.
at least 20 questions tonight. Out of 20, how many did you know?
Probably no more than 2.
Are you serious? And you went through a 6-week course.
$1,100.
Did they
$1,100.
Did they test you or anything afterward? And you passed the test?
And it's the
Well,
crazy
tell
thing.
them how you feel. Wait, Jesus, Joseph married this baby admitted.
How did
She
you pass the
said,
class?
Miss Alicia, sometimes I'm brutally honest. And I'm thinking, that's mini me, Jesus. And she said, I'm going to tell you how I passed that test. I cheated.
If they cheat, they repeat. Because that was my motto in college. Cheat, then repeat.
I said, what do you mean you cheat? How did you cheat? Because see, when you come to my class, and here's the other thing. I'm one of the only schools that is a testing facility. You don't have to go somewhere else to take your test. You take your test right there.
I was at home.
You don't have
when
to.
I took my phone.
She was,
Wait a minute. She said
took
she
it at
you took
home.
your test at home.
and this baby Googled every
I was just going to say that. 'Cause that's how
I
you
Googled
do it. You
it.
can just put it in there. So
'Cause
she
it was
Googled
like,
and got the
I-
answers.
I'm
So-
like,
so
some
Google
of the questions I
tells
still
you
don't
that.
understand. So it was like,
Google is smart.
I don't
But what does
understand that
tell
question.
you though? That says that they don't care.
They
don't.
Because
They just
listen,
want the money.
when you come to A+, you're going to bring your tail in there with nothing but a pen. You're going to turn that phone completely off and you're separated. And you take your exam. There is no, I can look through my phone, I can use my notes. No, I need to know that you know what you're doing.
So if they
Right.
fail the test, do they retake it over?
If they fail the test at my school, they can retake it.
Mhm.
You're going to have to pay. But You can't retake the test. She laughed
She's
because
so
I told her, you gonna have to pay. You better pay. But
She did. She did.
I did.
She said, "If you don't want to keep paying this money, you gonna pay. You gonna pay it."
You gonna
All right.
pass it too later.
All right.
Those dollar bills
I'm
gonna
go-
add up.
Yeah, because I had to pay for this. I'm going to pay it.
Right.
Right.
But this is the thing. When she came in, she was like, this is what she told me in the email when she was getting on my nerves Saturday. I told her to leave me alone. She said, I want to go ahead and, because I told her, when you don't go to my school, you have to pay extra for the test. Because I don't know what you know, what you don't know.
Right.
But if you're just trying to get your certification, this is the fee.
Right.
Okay? Which includes a pamphlet, which includes time with me, the test, and the certification.
Let me ask you a question. Do you also teach the butterfly draw?
I teach all that.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
Yes,
awesome.
ma'am. I teach all that. They need to know
That's the
how to
kind of
use a
draw
butterfly.
I like the butterfly.
But see, that's the contrary to popular belief. A lot of times, and I teach my students, people don't understand how dangerous the butterfly is for the phlebotomist.
Wow.
So people always want a butterfly because it's a little needle. First of all, they hurt worse than the big needle if you know what you're doing, because they sting. I don't like them.
Mine's never
I don't deal. Somebody probably knows what they're doing. I don't like them. Give me this larger needle so I can go ahead and get this blood in this tube and you can get out of my chair. So we're not gonna sit here all day with this trying to go through this tube and all that.
Yeah.
But the first time I was stuck with a needle, a dirty needle,
No.
was when
man.
my first year drawing blood, and it was with a butterfly. And ever since then, I don't like them. I'll teach them, but I don't even use them at night. I use a big needle on everybody. But I flipped it into the biohazard, the sharps container, and it came back out because it's got that little wiry, and it came back out and stuck me in my thumb.
Ooh.
Dirty needle. And thank God it was a female that was married and, had just had a baby. So she had already had all her testing.
Right.
But guess what? I had to go through 6 months of testing.
Right.
Wow.
I had to go through 6 months. So that's why I teach safety. Because this one over here, listen, y'all. Let me show y'all something. Where is that too? So this is a hub and this is the needle, right?
Okay.
So when you get ready to stick, you hold your hub, pull this back.
Right.
This is the safety for this needle, right?
Right.
I teach my students, once you're done drawing blood, you bring it down by your side and you click it to lock it.
Right.
And the reason I do that, because if there's blood in here and you pop blood on your patient or you get it on you,
Right.
bring it down, lock it, right?
Right.
This clown over here, she's sticking people ass. She took the top off and she drew her blood, and when she came out, she swung that needle this way, and I'm standing this close, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
Wow.
I said, if you don't, this is all I asked you to do was take it and lock it. You hear it lock?
Yes.
So now it can't come out. You can't get stuck. It's locked, right?
Yeah.
This plant, she's so rough. This pink thing went across the room somewhere and she got a needle exposed.
Oh,
Dirty
my
needle.
Lord. And she could have stuck herself.
She could have, now she was aiming at me. I don't know why. And this was her fiance. And I'm like, you already got his cooties. I don't want her. Be careful with this needle. So I also teach safety.
Yeah.
This is
That's good.
listen, life is on the line every night or day you go to work as a phlebotomist.
Yes.
There's COVID, there's AIDS, there's
That's
all
right.
kinds of stuff. This is no joke.
No, it's not.
This is no joke.
That's
And
true.
if you don't know how to use it, if you haven't been properly trained, you can absolutely hurt yourself or someone else. And so I try to teach them not to. So here's the thing with Miss Ray. Listen, for me, it's like I don't mind, and I've helped several people get their certification that didn't go to my school.
Okay.
But most of the time, they're already phlebotomists.
Mhm.
They just need to renew their certification. But with her, she hadn't even got started yet. And guess what? Her job, she is in a blessed position. She's already working at the hospital.
Right.
She just, hospitals like to transfer on the inside first.
Right.
And they told her she can transfer on the inside,
Mm.
but she didn't get certified. You have to be certified in the state of Texas now to work
That's
at a
right.
hospital.
Yeah, right.
And so she's got the perfect end.
Yes,
It's hard
she
to get in a
That's
hospital,
So,
but she can't because of her certification. And so I told her, God showed me, he was showing me things. He just spoke into her life before we got here. But he was showing me because I said, no, you know how we are as black people. No, she ain't coming to my school. She gonna pay for this test and she gonna take it and she gonna get up out of here.
that ain't gonna
God
work.
said, no,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
you gonna help her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, because she can't be looking on Google
Huh.
trying to draw.
Exactly.
She got her Google phone now.
No,
Yeah.
wait, she tell the patient, hold on just a
Hold
minute.
on, let
I
me
need to
Google
Google
this.
this.
Let me
I need to Google
Let me
this.
Google this.
But
that's
he
good.
showed me that she's gonna be good at what she does
That's
Mhm.
good, yeah.
because she wants it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
And it's
passion,
been
yeah.
a lot of time. You know, a lot of times people don't want to give you a chance. And again, it's about money. And
Mhm.
I'm in my feelings because you didn't come to my school and you went somewhere. No, it's not about that.
No.
Right.
It's
Not you
about
helping.
somebody has a need. And if I can help you and if I can help you be great,
I will.
God, you gonna help us.
That's right, because he's going to help you.
Absolutely.
And our time is going so fast. We have enjoyed this so much.
Yes.
I hate when the hour come up, but before we leave, tell us a little bit about your school. I mean, say something to the audience so they will know a little
Your
bit about
phone
A+,
number.
how they can contact you, how they
Right.
can get into school.
Okay, so you can find me on Facebook. It is A+ School of Phlebotomy, but it's APLUS School of Phlebotomy. You can email me at the same APLUS School of Phlebotomy at gmail.com. Or you can call me. No, let me not say call me. If you call me, it's after 2 p.m. because I sleep in the morning. So after 2 p.m., you can call me or you can text me. I prefer text. That way we can keep in communication. That number is 817-948-0373. Or you can come to the school. Listen, I'm okay with you coming to the school. Just know that I keep my pistol with me when I answer the door. No, I'm kidding. But
She does have one. Oh.
yeah, but I'm about to get another one. But the school address again is 1306 South Riverside Drive in Fort Worth, Texas 76104. Again, it's a 2-month course. You go 3 days a week, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, 4 hours a day. It's usually not 4. Let's say until we finish, usually 2 or 3 hours. And again, we might meet at the school, we might meet at IHOP, we might meet at BJ's, wherever. We have a good time. So I appreciate your time and share the information, tell somebody.
Yeah.
And remember, it's always quality
Yes,
Right.
yes.
over quantity.
Right.
And you will see her commercial on every one of our shows. We show her commercial during the talk show.
I
So
love you, boo, for that.
Yes,
please,
yes.
please,
Yes.
if you know someone that wants to become a phlebotomy, think of this young, black, beautiful, fine woman
Yes.
that
Sexy.
love to have fun, but you're going to
Likewise.
learn something from her class.
Right.
Yes.
And you'll walk out of there knowing something and you got your money worth.
Yes.
Don't always put down
Money worth.
people because of race, creed, or color. But we're here to help the community. So remember, A+, every show that we have, you're going to see her commercial on there. Check her out, okay? Also,
Yes.
she's a minister. You can come here and preach at the Church Within International Ministry, 1250 Mansfield Avenue, Fort Worth, Texas. Okay, we want to thank her 3 students that was
Yes.
here, that was able to share with us and let us know about it. Don't go in looking, just because the price, because her price are very reasonable. But the good thing is you're going to learn something. You will walk out with a certificate, not a certificate of complete, but a certificate. And that's state and national, right?
It is national.
It's national. So that
National.
means you can go anywhere.
Anywhere in the United
States.
States. The only 2 states
Uh-huh.
that you may have to retest is Alaska and California. But who wants to go there?
That's right. So stay in Texas, okay? All right. If nothing else, before we go, we got to let our model real quick. Come
Yes,
on, model.
honey.
We got
Come on
1
with
minute.
me.
Word,
1 minute. We got 1 minute.
Word.
Okay, get your mic.
Word,
Get your mic.
girl. Yes.
Get your
Always
mic. Get your
fabulous.
mic.
That's my girl.
She is too cute. You gotta tell us about your outfit, Kimberly.
Okay, this is my
See, I get what you're
sequins
saying.
jacket from my
I
friend
love that
Joy.
jacket.
I was at her house and she just took out the closet. She's like, Kimberly, you like this? I was like, yeah, I'm gonna rock this on the Talk Life talk show.
Yes, honey.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
That's so
I like
bling
it.
bling.
Walk out so we can see you.
Walk,
See?
walk, walk,
Walk,
walk.
walk.
Where's my song? Where's my
Yeah.
walk song?
Right.
That is
Let me
so
see you walk,
good.
walk, walk, walk.
Yes. I usually introduce her.
That's right.
Yeah.
So that's what you missed. We always have fun on the Talk About
Yes.
Talk Show. Our model love. One day I'm gonna get up there and be bold enough to do that.
Yes.
But anyway, I don't have to do it because I have Kimberly. Remember, watch us Monday and Thursday. We have Sister Chat. We need topics.
I'm coming.
So y'all come on. We're gonna be talking about love all this month. So Mondays and Thursday, 8 p.m. Facebook and YouTube. So check us out until we see you what? Face to face. We love you. Thank you, A+ School of Phlebotomy. Alicia, wife to see you on honor.